I feel I want to make one more video about. I feel I dissed a bit spirituality in my last video, and I want to talk about that. I feel that spirituality is a very good thing that is happening in the world. People are waking up, and maybe it's a consequence of people feeling very bad and now understanding that this is a way of feeling better and controlling emotions and finding the truth in intuition and so on and so on. So spirituality is definitely something we should cherish and something we need to work on, because we are all fucked up in some ways. You know, we have all had traumas from the past and probably being raised in ways where it was not maybe so nice, and now go through the world with our insecurities, and spirituality and self-development, but especially spirituality gives us a way of managing, some of the things that has happened and maybe resolving things. So I felt a bit last time that I was dissing a bit spirituality because I feel that in the end it will not necessarily save us, because imagine now the world going to World War III and people are hungry, like crazy things are happening. You can, like in the end we need to find the most sustainable solution for the world, and either this will happen after something very dramatical will happen and we wake up, because this is, if you look at history, I'm not an expert in history, but as I understand it until now, everything that I have read, not that much, but if you look at history, it looks like change only happens after some dramatical event, either let's say the money system crashes, or like some wars go out, and then some change happens, because now people realize that change needs to happen. Well, maybe it's the same here, maybe change will happen after some big event. Hopefully not, we don't want to destroy more of the planet than necessary, and also each other. We don't want people to die, and I don't think war would be fun, especially not World War III. Or maybe it will be fun. Maybe it will be actually, less painful than World War II or one. I don't know, because World War III, if it happens, and if we actually use the technologies we have today, there's probably no pain, because you die instantly like this. So, but anyway, I don't want those videos to be pessimistic. I'm recording them actually because I feel, that great things will happen in the future, but we misunderstand the world. We stick to some old beliefs, and we think that we understand how the world functions. Of course, I also have some beliefs and some understanding that I got from somewhere, and I might be wrong. But I feel that at least we should explore an alternative way of thinking. For example, Jacques Fresco talks about a resource-based economy where all things on Earth is now common inheritage. It means that basically we now calculate how many resources we have on Earth, and we now make a plan of how much we can consume, each individual. And if you do the math, as I understand it, it's not, sorry, the phone is calling, I'll pick up later. If you do the math, then there should be enough for everyone, even much more. We shouldn't have any problems for a very long time, even with the rise of people in the world. It's just because we are very inefficient. For many people that sounds like ridiculous. We are inefficient. We waste things all the time. This is the problem, you know. I mean, corporations are the problem. The way the whole system is built is the problem, you know. It may have been cool, the system 150 years ago, but not anymore. Not after the industrial age came. Now we need something else. We need to adapt, because it is scary to live in now, because machines are as much more efficient than man in many ways. So especially like repetitive jobs are being replaced with machines, and now people are getting fired. People don't have enough money, and the rich are getting richer, the poor is getting poor. Everyone in the world, I see. And of course it creates a lot of scarcity. It creates a lot of anger. It creates a lot of and that's why more and more rules are being created to keep people from having particular behavior that is natural. It's natural to go and fish, even if you not allowed to fish. I don't know if I mentioned in this video, probably it was another one, so it doesn't make sense now when I'm talking about it. But yeah, I think I made this example before. But if you have a man and he's not allowed to fish here, but he needs to feed his family, and this is the only way he can provide food for his family, and you don't allow him to fish, it's normal for him to go and fish. It's normal behavior. Of course he wants to feed his family, doesn't respect the stupid rule, This is what is happening in the world, People are not evil. There's a consequence of everything. I was watching the news with my parents recently. I was seeing this young girl, 18 years old, demonstrating or talking very badly about immigrants coming into Poland. And it's I'm an immigrant myself, I when I was small, my parents went to Austria, then to Denmark, and because we were searching for a better life. My parents were living in a society where you were supposed to read particular books, and you were supposed to behave in a particular way, and they thought, okay, let us move to another, let's take the risk, take their children in the train, fake documents, very stressful. I mean, think about it. Now the immigrants are coming into Poland. They also are searching just for a better life. We are all searching for a better life, for a more meaningful life, where we are happy. We are trying the best we can, but it's hard inside this frame, inside this system. It's hard. Even if you have everything. I mean, for example, I should not be complaining because I have a business in Denmark. It's running well. I have enough money to live most places in the world and do most things. I mean, I don't have enough money to have an airplane or a very, very luxurious car, but enough to to maybe buy an apartment, live here a bit, live there, then travel around. I have also a job that gives me the opportunity to be logistically independent. So what do I have to complain about? Well, not so much, but I feel it is sometimes very lonely because it can be hard to connect with people and share values and beliefs that I have, and I feel it's very easy to understand other people, but it's very difficult for people to resonate or understand me. And yeah, but I have some friends, and I'm actually meeting one in Berlin soon, in a couple of days, and and we are doing an ayahuasca retreat in Berlin for 3 days. Yes, it's true. It's drugs. It's bad. And by the way, I don't drink. You know, I think it's kind of retarded. It's not because I'm like fanatical about it. I have been drinking sometimes, but especially last like I don't know, 10 years I have been almost not drinking, and then last 5 years almost like zero. Like we're talking like about maybe like some really yeah. Anyway, so I'm not a person that believes drugs are you know, the way to you know, a good solution. But maybe I should talk about this in another video. But anyway, I'm going to this ayahuasca, and we are going to spend there 3 days, and really going deep into, you know, thoughts, emotions, getting to know each other, ourselves better, you know, to connect better with the world, and maybe even resolve some issues. So that's it. Let me talk about my opinion about drugs in the next video.